Hey, shalom, family. At this time, may the peace of y'all come upon each and every one of you. We learn to obey y'all. What I'm gonna be showing you is several maps. This probably most likely two-part, and about Negroland and Africa, and we'll be talking about how the Moroccans, the Berbers, enslaved our people, family. And so I'm gonna show you some information on what I found right here. And so you can read that with me. See how that information here right there say the first slaves were brought to America in 1510. Notice the above map, the kingdom of Judah, they have it. Became or were renamed Wada, Judah, Slave Coast. And see, remember this is a Caucasian map, and they wrote this information. It's actually Yahuda, but they put it in Judah. So this a map supposed to be from 1747 here, showing the coastline here, the Gold Coast here in Africa on the west side. It says right here, it says the kingdom, or so I want you also keep in mind when Yah put our people out of the land. That's very important to know, because it's very important to know this information. He took our kings away. The last king we actually had in our nation was during the time of Babylon. We ain't had no more kings since that time. Several people probably appointed their own kings after they fled out of that land and went into Africa. But nevertheless, I'm gonna read this little bit of information right here. You all can see right here say the Atlantic slave trade, or the transatlantic slave trade, took place across the Atlantic Ocean from the 16th through the 19th centuries. They had the vast majority of slaves transported to the New World, according to the writings' history, were not Native Americans. Excuse me, not Native Africans from Central and Western and Eastern parts of the continent. In fact, these people have been historically proven to be the descendants of the early Hebrews that had migrated from Arabia and Egypt, Israel, and Ethiopia into West Africa. These people were attacked and sold by Native African tribes and Muslims to European slave traders, who then transported them to North and South and Central America. To further prove this statement, I have obtained a written record from Arabs, Muslim writers, and also medieval Africans maps written in 17th century by the conquering Europeans. And the maps are showing geographical location of Hebrew cities and kingdoms that were later taken into slavery. The first medieval African map was performed by Sir Danville under the patronage of Duke of Orleans, revised and approved by Mr. Bolton, 1766, on and on. So see what I did say, the world best kept secret. So they don't want you to know this. I want to show you some other maps, point some things out that are very important to you, brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna get into this information. Let me try to pull it up real quick, because it's very important, and we're gonna see how when our people came down and were dwelling around the Nile River, brothers and sisters. It's very important, and was taken to the locations what they call Negroland. That wasn't no kingdom of ours. That was a place where we was enslaved and taken to the Sahara desert and lived in the cities, brothers and sisters, in the millions, because the Berbers, the Moroccans, the Moors they called them, enslaved our people there. And so it was easy access for the Caucasians to come in later and to take us to in what they call the transatlantic slave trade. So we got to know the process of how it all took place, brothers and sisters. That's how the writers will explain it there, but they left out some important information, how people actually got into that territory. They ain't just go there and just migrate like that and had kingdoms and all that. We was taking it from one point to another point and was gathered in one location by the Moroccans. So I'm getting to that information as well. So it's very important, and so our people would know themselves. So I just shared with you some very important information. They got around 1510. Our people was taken to the Americas, but they left out the part we went to the islands as well before then. So keep that as well. We went into that region, taken far west from our territories as slaves by the Caucasians. But my main focus, I'm trying to locate this map. Pull up this map real quick for you. Let me get to it. Let me get off this real quick. I want to get to this other map. Find this information real quick. Find this other map. Let me try to pull it up as soon as possible. I want to share this information with you and show you some information here. I hope I can open it up as soon as possible. Okay, just pull it up. Let me try to see if I can pull it up over here. I'm trying to open this file. I ain't know it's gonna take me through all of that. Give me a moment. So fast I can open this file, I can show you this information, show you this other map concerning the territories of Africa, the geographical locations, and where they taking our people to. It's very important that we get this knowledge, brothers and sisters. I thought this map was gonna just open up. All this information is fresh. I just downloaded it on my computer, and I ain't get a chance to really set it up properly. I ain't know it was gonna take me through all these different operations just to see a map. That's just crazy. But that's exactly what it's taking me through. So let me see, can I bypass that? I'm about to pull this back up and see, can I get right back to where I left off at and pull up that map. I want to show you this map because it shows you our kingdom, our Kodesh land, they call Holy Land, and in the maps, brothers and sisters, that it's very important that we had this knowledge. And so bear with me. I'm trying to pull it up fast as I can, fast as this computer operate with me and let me, brothers and sisters.